You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
In the studio with Tony and Andy, sheerness lifeboat crew. So firstly, welcome along to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dan.
Now, I was wondering if we could start off perhaps by you telling us a little bit about your roles at the lifeboat station.
Yeah, I'm Tony. I'm ALB and ILB crew, sheerness. We've got the two boats. That's the all-weather lifeboat and the inshore lifeboat.
Yeah, my name's Andy Wilmore. I'm the DLA, Deputy Launching Authority, and it's my job to take the initial page from the Coast Guards and to say which boat goes out and make sure that the crew are safe and don't send them out in in too rough a weather, although they're all heroes. So that's about it at the moment.
Now, you mentioned a little bit about the boats at the station, but I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about that and a bit more about the RL&I locally here on the island.
Yeah, we have, like I said, two boats. We have a all-weather lifeboat, which obviously can go out in all weathers. Does a distance about 250 nautical miles, rewrite itself, and we've got all equipment, first aid gear, pumps, to do the rescues we need to do with it. And also with that one, that's the one that the Rescue 125 like to come into. We do practices with them. We have the inshore lifeboat, ILB, obviously for inshore waters, up the River Medway, close inland, crew of 3. Again, we carry first aid gear on that, oxygen.
Yeah, just a quick potted history of the sheerness lifeboat. In '69, the Institute set a lifeboat on station at Sheerness to see whether or not the feasibility of having a lifeboat there. That was confirmed in 1970 when a permanent vessel, the Gertrude, a Watson-class lifeboat, was installed on the 22nd of April in the Great Basin. And then from then on, we've added an inshore lifeboat. That was in 1972, a D-class. In I can't read my writing here, 74, we had a Waveney class, the Helen Turnbull, arrive on the 4th of April at the Gunwharf. And she was coxed by the Charlie Bowery, who had quite a long career with the sheerness lifeboat, and he was awarded 2 bronze medals and a silver medal. And then in 1981, Robin Castle, who's now Robin Castle MBE, was appointed the coxswain mechanic in November 81. And in 87, Robin acquired the bronze medal for a rescue that he did out in the Medway in winds southwesterly in excess of 90 knots. In 96, we changed the lifeboat to a Trent class, which is called the George and Ivy Swanson, which is the boat that's on station now. And in year 2000, we moved into a new boathouse down by the Gunwharf. So that's about it up to now.
You spoke about your role as a DLA. I was wondering if you could perhaps tell us a bit more about that.
Yes, sorry, Dan, I got a little bit tongue-tied at the beginning, but a lot of people don't appreciate that the lifeboat is a totally voluntary organisation, and we're not connected in any way with government funding or the Coast Guards or whatever. However, when someone gets into difficulty, they ring 999 and ask for the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard make an assessment and then decide that they need lifeboat assistance. And that's when I come in, because they page my pager. I then take the call, phone the Coast Guards, find out what the incident is, and then have to make an assessment of whether we use the large boat, the all-weather lifeboat, or the small inshore lifeboat. So the Coast Guard actually have to ask our permission to use the lifeboat.
Now, I'm sure many of our listeners are aware of the lifeboat run you do. I think it's around about September time. But how did last year's go, and are you holding it again this year?
Yeah, we done one last year. It's a 5-mile run and a 2.5-mile run that we do along the Minster Beach. I believe we raised just over £2,500 last year. and we're getting more and more support each year. Hopefully we get a few more again this year and raise more money.
And I know you can find out more about that on the Sheerness Lifeboats website. And what I've done, I've put a link for you on the blog and the Facebook page. All you need to do is search Daniel Monday Night Community Show on BRFM, and the link's even on the BRFM Facebook, which there's a link on our homepage as well, so you can go along and have a little look at that, and of course find out much more as well. I'm joined in the studio at the moment with Tony and Andy. They're from the Sheerness Lifeboat crew. Now, I know you've got an event coming up that you wanted to tell our listeners a little bit more about.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to publicise this event. All of the stations around the UK have got to change their life jackets for all their crew. These are going to be new double cylinder life jackets,
Right.
and they cost about £350 to £360 a piece.
Right,
so
no.
they've asked all the stations whether they could do fundraising events to try to help offset some of the cost of changing these life jackets. So we've come up with a great event called the Welly Walk, and it's going to take place on Sunday the 6th of May, which is a bank holiday. And what it entails is a walk where families can join in with everybody and walk from Minster Lees, and there are going to be 3 routes. There's going to be a quick family route, so that would be from the Lees down to Case Casino and then back to possibly Barton's Point. The other routes are longer. They're down to the Bluetown Heritage Centre, then turning around there and coming back again to Barton's Point, hopefully. And this will be followed by a welly wanging competition,
Right.
of seeing how far you can throw a Wellington boot. We are waiting to get a reply back from Guinness World Records, and we're hoping to make this a world record attempt. But at the moment, we're still waiting for feedback from the Guinness people. But so that's it. It's going to start around about 10, 11 o'clock. In the morning, and hopefully finish by about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's still very provisional. We're still making lots of arrangements, but if you can put that in your diary, Sunday the 6th of May for the Welly Walk and Welly Wanging competition, and that's in conjunction with the Rotary Club of Minster-on-Sea.
Now, I know you wanted to talk about a rescue that happened recently.
Yeah, we had a shout Saturday night, approximately 20 past 12, with all the snow.
I was going to say that was when it was snowing.
It was, yeah. Obviously, we have to make our ways down there to get to the boat. We don't run on blue lights or anything like that. We usually just have to drive down there at a safe place. Got down to the boat, and the shout was for a 32-foot yacht, and it's approximately 19 nautical miles out.
Right.
We went out to him. Took us about an hour to get out there. Established a tow, and then started towing him back into Queenborough, doing about 7-8 knots, and we got him back to Queenborough Tide Landing at around about 10 past 5. By the time we all got back to the station, cleaned the boat, had a cup of tea and got back home, it's about 6 o'clock. As you can imagine, out there sea, there's no lights. You've got a snow blizzard coming in. We can only use the radar and the navigation equipment we've got, and all being inside, although it's warm.
Yeah.
Going out, the ropes were frozen, it was cold, and it was quite blustery out there.
I was going to say, I suppose the snow's almost like a kind of fog, is it, out at sea, so you can't tell where you are.
That's it is kind of fog out there, so you can only rely on your navigator and the boys around you.
Now, I know you're always looking for volunteers, so if anyone is interested, how do they find out more and contact you?
They can contact the lifeboat station itself, speak to Robin, go down to the station, introduce yourself. There's a few procedures that have to go through. They come down on a training night with us on a Wednesday night or a Sunday, and if they're happy and they enjoy it, then they can start being enrolled and hopefully carry on with us. We are needing cover for the day, because obviously day is hard. A lot of people work off the island.
Yeah.
So we do need more crew or can definitely do with them to join. So if anybody's happy, just contact the station, go through Facebook and give us a call.
And I'd like to thank you both, Tony and Andy, for coming along this evening, telling us all about the lifeboat station, of course your forthcoming event, and how people can get in contact with you as well.
Thank you very much for having us.
Tony.
That's Tony and Andy talking to us here at the Monday Night Community Show. They were from the sheerness lifeboat station here on the Isle of Sheppey. And of course, if you'd like to find out more, then I've put a link to the lifeboat station's website on our Facebook page and the blog. And all you need to do is just search or Google Daniel Monday Night Community Show. That'll get you there, and you can link along to their website.